Have you ever wondered where true, deep-seated purpose really comes from? We're about to jump into a powerful story that gets right to the heart of that question. And it suggests that the answer isn't found when things are easy. It's found in hardship and in the promises we make when things are tough.
So this line right here, this is what a mother tells her son, and it really captures the whole spirit of their story. It's this incredible statement of hope, right? This belief that the sacrifices you make today are going to build a much, much better tomorrow. Let's see how that idea gets put to the ultimate test.
All right, so our story kicks off with a young boy named Somo and his mom. Now, their life is, to put it mildly, a struggle. But it's all held together by this unbreakable bond and a really powerful shared dream.
To really get what their world is like, you have to understand her sacrifice. I mean, all day long, she's washing dishes in other people's houses. And then at night, when her son is studying, you'd think she'd rest, right? Nope. She sits there, making paper bags just to earn a tiny bit more. Literally every single moment of her life is poured into one goal, giving her son the education that she never got a chance to have. And believe me, her sacrifice is paying off big time. Despite everything they're going through, Somu is brilliant. He's totally locked in, and he is consistently #1 in his class. He doesn't just see his mom's hard work as some kind of debt he has to repay. For him, it's the fuel for his own ambition.
But all this incredible effort, it's not just about success in general. There's a very specific and deeply personal reason behind all of it. We really need to understand the why that's driving both of them. See, his mom's dream for him isn't just some random wish. It was actually forged in the fire of a personal tragedy, a moment of complete helplessness that she is absolutely determined her son will never let happen to anyone else. And here it is, the heartbreaking truth behind that dream. She tells Somu that his father died for one simple reason. They were poor. They begged doctors for help, but they were ignored. This isn't just a sad story from the past. It's the injustice that she has now dedicated her son's entire life to fixing. So you see, she doesn't just ask him to be a doctor. She gives him a mission, a truly noble one. Become the kind of doctor who understands what pain feels like, who sees the person, not the payment, and who offers healing to people who have nothing else.
Okay, let's zoom in on what seems like a really small moment, but it tells us everything we need to know about Somu's character. It shows that all those lessons from his mom about compassion, they've already taken hold.
So, as a little reward for his great grades, his mom gives him 10 rupees. Now, in their world, this is not a small thing. This is a huge treat, a real luxury that was earned through so much hard work. His first thought? Ice cream. I mean, who can blame him? It's something he's been craving. But just as he's walking up to the vendor, he's faced with a choice. What does he do with this little piece of happiness? Another little boy who is obviously hungry and has no money comes up and asks Sumu to buy him an ice cream too. And right there, Sumu is at a crossroads. Does he enjoy the treat he totally earned for himself, or does he share it with a complete stranger who's in need? And what Sumu does next is, well, it's fascinating. He doesn't just hand over his money. He tries to figure out a way for both of them to get something. He actually asks the vendor for a 2-for-1 deal, willing to get a smaller treat himself just so the other boy doesn't have to go without. And the ice cream vendor, he's so moved by this kid's selflessness, he just gives both of them an ice cream for free. It's just this beautiful little moment where one act of empathy creates another one. It just ripples outward. Now, this whole encounter, it's way more than just a quick moment of kindness. It leads to a conversation that is going to completely change the course of Somu's life. It's where his mother's dream becomes his own deeply personal promise. As the two boys start talking, Somu finds out this other kid is an orphan. He's all alone, and he has a physical disability. And in that moment, something just clicks for Somu. He realizes that even with all his family's struggles, he is incredibly rich. He has a loving mother, and he has the chance to go to school. And that realization leads to this, a powerful, direct promise. This is no longer some abstract goal to help the poor. No, this is a specific vow to a specific person. His mother's mission now has a face. He literally has a patient waiting for him. And this is so important to get. That promise isn't the end of the story. It's the real beginning. It gives him the ultimate motivation. Now every single late-night studying becomes a direct step toward keeping his word. So now, his path forward is crystal clear. School isn't just school anymore. It's step 1. Getting top grades, that's step 2.
Every single test he passes is just one piece of the puzzle on his journey to becoming a doctor, and at the end of it all, healing his friend. He has a purpose that will pull him through anything.
And that really leaves us with something to think about, doesn't it? This story just so beautifully shows how one single promise, born out of empathy and hardship, can become the North Star for your entire life. It kind of makes you wonder, what are the promises, big or small, that we've made to other people, or maybe just to ourselves, that give our own lives meaning and direction?